Your edits are clean, your shots are solid, but something still feels flat, right? The difference between a good edit and one that feels, well, spiced up usually comes down to overlays, and I'll show you exactly how to use them the right way. Most creators skip overlays because they think they're just fancy filters, or they tried them before and made their edit look messy. But when you understand how to use them, they can completely transform your visuals. Let's check it out. I'm gonna choose an overlay, but I already got an overlay in my timeline. You're gonna see how I have it layered in my timeline. It's always placed above my clip. So then what you do is you change your blending mode to screen or add. I typically do screen. And then you can adjust your opacity accordingly. All right, so let's get right into it. So hopefully this thing doesn't mess up, because it's saying it's not finding my storage where I got this project saved at. So we'll see. So I'm trying to be careful with playing it, because the music, I don't want to get hit for copyright with this music. I'm gonna have to have a way so y'all can see the full video. I don't have it on my Instagram, but I may have to put it up there just so you all can see it with the video. It makes a big difference with that music. So this was a women's fellowship service that I did at a church that I do here locally, and that I do retainers for 3 Sundays out of the month. So I'm going to start it here, let you see it. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. I'm going to break some things down. So here we go. Hey, so I'm going to stop it right here. And hopefully, prayerfully, that don't cause any copyright. All right, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute these. Okay, and once I mute those, these here, this film scratch and this damaged film, these are my overlays. One thing that you can do is you can actually double them up if you want to make it more interesting, add more dynamics to it. So as you can see, if I do this, you'll see that overlay there. And I think I just had another general overlay. So let's see what this overlay. Yeah, this overlay, you can barely see it. It kind of makes it look a little grainy. So that adds some element to it that spices it up a little bit. So you can have a general one that goes across. Let me see if I can. You can't really. So if you can see like the grain and things like that that's here in the little scratches, that's my general one that I have, right? And then when I get to certain parts, like when they got hype, see, what you also want to do is you can be a little dramatic with it, and at certain parts when things get hyped up or you get movement with your camera, you can add on another like this right here, and it just adds something to it when it does that. In that transition helps out a lot. I also had one when she was, even right here, like that little piece that went there. Let me show you that little circle. That's the extra little spice that you can add as well. So yeah, overlays really, and you can sometimes color match it. And like I said, you can match the energy, so you can sync your overlay to the beat or the motion of your footage. So you don't necessarily just dropping it anywhere, but it should complement the moment. So as you can see with this film scratch here, let me go so you can actually see. You can see the blend mode is screen, right? And sometimes you can scale it. This is vertical. Sometimes you can scale it if you need to make it bigger, to transform it. And my opacity was 100% on this one. So, and like I said, if all of this right here was just none of this, and that right there added, it just would have been plain. So this spices up your footage, because sometimes it can look bland. You got to add some seasoning in that thing, and to spice it up a little bit. Instead of the bland flavor, you want it to be a little bold flavor. So guys, this is something that you can do to add spice to your footage, because I understand, I know sometimes I will have nice clean 4K footage that looks good, crystal clear. Sometimes people are satisfied with that, but sometimes you just want to kind of spice it up, want to add some dynamics to it, some energy to it. So overlays is a perfect way. But guys, remember, sometimes people mess up is they don't blend it. So when they get the scratch, let's come back to the screen let me show you what it looks like if you don't have it on blend, if you have it just normal. So as you can see, if you have it just normal and you're not blending it, this is what it looks like. And typically when you get a file, it's not included into your software to where like over here you got your installed effects and your installed transitions. This you have to drop it on your timeline and it will be looking like that. And some people are like, man, it's messing up my footage, it don't look right, I can't get it right. I go to screen, and as you can see, now it blends in. So your blend mode is essential, okay? And then your opacity you can change, but this one I had to change it as much. And so there you go. Overlays are one of the simplest ways to take your visuals from basic to spiced up. And once you start using them right, your edits will never look the same. Check this out. If this helped, drop a fire emoji in the comments and let me know what type of overlays you're using. And if you want more editing tips like this, let me know in the comments.